Hey, so you decided to come? Well, great. I was about to start talking to myself, but now that you are here, it will be better, right? Well, so I had to read three different stories. At the beginning, the way they were written had me reading the same page during hours, and on top of that, it was just the first of them. I still had two more stories to go. Oh my god. Well, I was given two short stories, Hello Moto and Train, right? And I had to pick a third one, and I chose How to Get Back to the Forest, that was written by Sofia Samatar. Well, now the main goal of this is to find a common topic among them, and well, I obviously find it. After a lot of internal debate, I decided to talk about how the characters of each story escape their fates. It is true that almost every element in stories or novels are fictional and might be even influenced by personal experiences of each of the writers, right? But that doesn't mean that the characters that are created cannot have a fate. They can have a fate. Even if their fate is death, they can have a fate and it can be avoided. Or can be avoided? Well, let's start. First, we have Alice Munro's Train. That is the story of Jack, who is a soldier that is constantly escaping his fate. He first jumps off a train to get to Belle's house. Well, he starts living with her. He starts helping her. He starts caring about Belle, right? He stays with Belle, changing its fate for the first time, right? He plans to leave in December, but he finally stays for years, right? He becomes a farmer. He starts being preoccupied for Belle's health status, and he even takes her to the doctor. Afterwards, Belle dies, and then the Jackson's fate changes again, but not because of Belle, because he wants to, because he goes out for a walking, and then he finds this building with a caretaker that was being taken to a hospital in an ambulance, and he offers himself to take care of the building, and finally ends up working there. And in that place, he meets a woman that he had met before, a woman that he met when before going to war. He even was thinking about marrying that girl, that woman, but he doesn't. Why? We don't know, because at the end he ends avoiding that woman, and he ends up getting on the train again and going away, changing his fate again. Well, then we have Hello Moto. That is a really strange story that combines both technology and juju, that is a kind of magic. We have Rain, that is the main character, right? That she creates some wigs that have special powers. Rain's friends use those wigs, and those friends start making bad things with those wigs. They start using her boyfriends to do things for her own benefit, you know? That's a very bad thing. What's the thing? She has one fate, that is to help humanity through science. So that's the reason why she creates these wigs, right? But now her fate has changed. She must now destroy those wigs, right? And what does she do? She creates a super computer virus to destroy those wigs. And then she accomplishes it. She makes it. She destroyed the wigs. And then, after a green light, each of the women disappeared. Her fate was complete, you know? Well, finally, we have this short story that I really love. That is How to Get Back to the Forest. That is a dystopian story that tells the story about Tisha and C, who are two girls in a camp, in a summer camp, where they have to fulfill with mission tasks. They are in charge of the kitchen actually, And suddenly, C knows the truth. She knows something that the other girls don't, and that is that everyone in the camp is being watched. The people in the camp that is in charge knows what is going on with all the girls, and she knows how that people is doing it. Now, the fate of C is to save her girlfriends, right? Now she's going to fulfill it. How? She knows that if she pukes, she's gonna take the bag out of inside of her, right? There is a little bag here. She says that it's here in the chest. And if you puke, it is going out. No one believed her, of course. But once she pukes and takes the bag outside, Tisha immediately believes her. But what happened? Well, C disappears. After the bag thing, she disappears. And no one knows what happened to her. This kind of reminds me of the Big Brother. The Big Brother is watching you. He knows everything. And that's how the C's fate ends. She fulfilled her fate, right? As well as Jackson, as well as Rain, right? And well, Rain had a character that changed its fate according to the situation, right? Hello Moto had a character that changed her fate only once. And Samantha, and Samachar's story, C changes her fate. But it seems that she doesn't have a fate because she's constantly being watched. That means that her fate has been already designed. Well, even not having a fate at all means that you have a fate that is not having a fate. It's also a fate, a cruel one. But well, I hope you liked it. This was the common topic that I found among the stories. That's it. See you soon.